So today, as you are very much aware that we will be starting with search engine marketing, also known as PPC. So yeah, so this would be a few of the outcomes that we are going to learn, but we will be learning in a very in-depth idea right from understanding the customer behavior, how it goes, and what should be your strategy building or your strategy thinking point of view before you even start off. Because let me just try and explain you this. PPC, it is basically a tool. So it is not very difficult to use the tools. You have to just follow the instructions, and the platform is also made in such a way that it is very easy to use. But over here, what I will be doing is I would be developing the concept in terms of the ideation, as in how customers think, okay, and how you need to try and approach the customers through paid advertisement. What is the company objective, how much you should be spending, how we calculate the bidding concept, how we go about planning the entire thing. Okay, so the most important thing is coming up with a framework rather than just following the instructions of the platform and putting in the stuff that anybody and everybody can do. Okay, but we have come over here to learn a bit further more about what PPC has got in store and how you can drive business. Basically, the objective over here of PPC is to be able to drive business through this platform. Okay, and how smartly you can do this to achieve it. Okay, so using internet, so what is online marketing? So if you could see, just to give you a brief idea about online marketing is a combination of lot of channels. Okay, so it would be paid advertisement, it would be organic, it would be social media, email marketing, affiliate marketing. So all these things coming together and trying to start promoting your brand or your services so that the businesses could benefit, the customers could benefit, and Google, which is providing you the platform to promote your business, even it in return should benefit. Because Google is present over here to help its customers. It is not, the basic idea of Google is not over here for advertisers. That is what the concept, the .com burst, if you had to understand previously why it had happened, it was only catering to the advertisers. It was not interested or not even considering that consumers, what consumers are searching for, what their intention and what their intent is, whether they want to buy or they don't want to. They used to just fill in the platform with advertisements. Okay, so that is why the .com burst happened. People did make money, but eventually it was a failure. So Google learned from them, and Google has come up over here with the ideation that it is over here to stay and help the customers find the right information. Okay, in turn, we as advertisers or digital marketers should use this platform to try and reach out to our customers. Okay, great. I hope you've understood what I have told you so far. Okay.
Definitely.
Sorry, Puneet?
No, definitely. That's perfect. That's good.
Great.
In fact, you're explaining it in quite a well way. So thanks a lot.
Thanks. You're welcome. Any doubts, please unmute yourself and ask the questions. Using internet.
Sure, no problem.
Yes, please. Yeah. We probably use the internet to deliver promotional material, messages to the intended audience. Over here, what we are trying to do is why people are using internet and why people are moving towards digital marketing is it's all based on inbound marketing. If I need to try and find out some information, I would go ahead and reach out online and try and find out whatever information I want and go forward doing it. Okay, so before getting ahead with what search engine marketing is, all those things, I would explain you how the thinking of a customer actually works. Okay, try and consider this. For example, what I'll do is I will try and use an Excel over here just to explain you certain things. So customer journey. So the customer would be going through a particular things. Are you able to see my screen, Puneet?
I can see your screen, no problem.
Thank you very much. In case if you're not able to hear me, you're not able to see my screen, any problems in between, please let me know. Otherwise, I wouldn't know what was the problem happening at the other end.
Oh yes, well actually this is not the first one with us, so don't worry, I'll handle it.
Yes, please. Thank you very much. So what I was trying to explain you was, before considering or buying a particular product or a service, if you could please mute yourself. A customer goes through a journey. Let me just explain you what this journey is. A person would be going through awareness, consideration, comparison, you might have seen this, that even you as a customer, for example, let's take an example of, for example, if you want to buy a mobile phone. If you're trying to buy a mobile phone, you'll be going through these phases. You'll be trying and making yourself, first of all, aware what the product is, what is the smartphone, which are the smartphones that are present in the market. Once is, you will try and start getting aware about each of the product or services when you have a need for it. Okay, so you will try and collect more and more information. You'll go online. Okay, so it's a part of inbound marketing. Okay, so once you have made yourself enough aware and you have the urge of going further, or you think that you have to buy it, then you will start considering it. Okay, so probably I will consider 2 or 3 brands of all the brands that are present in the market. Say for example, I would try and shortlist maybe say Samsung, Apple, or an Moto G maybe. Okay, so these are the 3 phones that are present over here. I have considered buying a mobile phone. I will now try and go into the comparison phase. Okay, now when it comes to comparison, I will try and see the brand. I will try and compare the price. I will try and compare the features. Now I have become a serious customer. I have become a very interested customer. So you try and see how the transformation of a customer is happening from a awareness person to a consideration person, then comparing, and finally if he sees that I have got what I have got in terms of the pricing, in terms of the brand, in terms of the specification, I decide upon a particular brand, and then I will go ahead and buy it. Okay, so why is it that I'm trying to showcase you this journey? Is it related to PPC? So this is basically related to each and every channel of digital marketing. And why I'm trying to stress upon the customer journey over here is PPC is more of a performance-based channel. You are not going to just spend your money over here only because you want to promote your business. You have to be a smart digital marketer so that you are very choosy and you are very specific in terms of achieving what is your objective and then going ahead. I am not going to spend lakhs of money only to create awareness through paid advertisement. Right? I am trying to go and bid for those words which are maybe intent oriented, buying intent oriented. So in this case, I will just try and target those words which are maybe comparison based, like maybe prices, maybe discounts, or some buying keywords like offers on mobile phone. Okay, So these would be some of the keywords that I need to try and bid for. Now for awareness, there would be other channels. Let me just go ahead and show it to you. So this is how it happens. If I was supposed to show it to you live, so let's say for example, I go on Google. I go on Google and try and search maybe, what will I search? Let's say, let's try and search. Okay, fine. When I try and search mobile phones, the ones with, even these are the shopping ads. I will show it to you when we are doing the practical aspect of it. But these would be the shopping ads. These are paid as well. And the ones which come in the text with an ad marked over here, these are the advertisements. Previously, Google, recently, I guess last year, Google has changed its interface. Previously, we used to have right-hand side as well, used for paid advertisement. But now they have changed it to this. You get only the top results over here and the down results. Maybe let me try and put in personal ones. Maybe what we might get. So advertisement. See, I've got 5-6 places for advertisements. One of the most lucrative keyword nowadays in the Indian market, personal loan. Okay, so you'll be asking, how is it that only Bang Bazaar is tried and ranked up over here? We will be over the course of time discussing how this happens. Okay, and as I told you, Google has changed its interface. It shows advertisement only on the top and only at the bottom. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show. So you would say intent-based would be morely towards paid advertisement. Awareness and consideration, I will try and target it through something called as the organic ones. Okay, the top ones would be the paid advertisement, the bottom ones would be the organic ones. Let me just show it to you. Okay, these are all paid ones. The ones with which they don't come up with any advertisement is called as organic. So organic, I'm going to create more awareness. I'm going to give out more information over there. For just to give out information, I'm not going to consider paid advertisement. For paid advertisement, I'm going to consider people who have shown an intent towards buying.
So that basically means that the SEO which we have, so the organic searches are the SEO and the pay per click are the paid advertisements. So
Absolutely.
In this case, right?
Yes,
so in this case, the the maximum can be 8 paid, searches on one page of Google.
No, I didn't get that. Sorry, I didn't get that. Please come again.
No, I was saying the maximum paid advertisement that can be on one page on Google, that could be 8, right? 4 on the right side and 4 at the top.
Yes. No, right hand side we don't have now. We only have top and bottom. Okay. Depending upon the competition, depending upon how, see, Google, at the end of the day, Google is also into business and they also want to make money.
No, definitely. So earlier they used to give that right hand side searches that, those were paid advertisements with images. So now it's only at the top, right?
I'll come to that. Yes. Right hand side they have removed it and they have just made it on the top and at the bottom.
Oh, okay. That's it. Thanks. Sure.
Thank you. So search engine SEO is what I was trying to tell you is it's all about creating awareness. Not to mention that it cannot be a sales oriented thing. You can always try that. I would be wrong if I say that if you want to try selling through SEO, you cannot do it. You can definitely do it. But if you're trying and spending money, you try and get the serious customers. Let me just tell you something. If you're walking into mall, okay, there's a fantastic mall over there And if you're walking into mall, you're looking for a pair of jeans. Now, when you're looking for a pair of jeans, there are a lot of shops lined up in a mall. Now, you're not going to go into each and every shop. You might go to a shop that is very appealing to you. And the shopkeeper is also not going to engage with you unless and until you enter the shop. Right? So this is where they are trying to get the offline experience into online. Only serious customers will click who have an intention of buying onto the advertisement, and then they will enter the landing page, and then they will leave the details or maybe buy the product. Okay. Yeah. So just to give you some examples of display advertisement. So let me just tell you. These are the examples of display advertisements and the banner ads. Okay. So the types of online advertising that we could be looking at is search based. That is the text which I showed you. Display based, which you are probably asking me. Let's look at, try and find something in Google. Maybe say best quotes. Best quotes is what I'm trying to find out. Okay, 100 quotes of all 10, 20 quotes. Okay, so you see something called as stock by love. Yeah, so stock by love is a display advertisement or a banner, you could say, which is present on this property. Okay, and then you have something called as the video ads. I'll just click on any advertisement. Sorry, any video.
Hi guys.
Yeah. So this is a form of video ads. So you can do all these advertisements through pay-per-click. Okay. And there is one more, the best one of them all, which interests all the advertisers, is remarketing. Now let me just explain you what's the concept of remarketing. Say for example, I hope you might have used Make My Trip or maybe Amazon in your past. What you do is you just go onto the website. You go onto the website and then you pick up some things, maybe a pair of jeans or a pair of shoes or something, and you selected them. Maybe you didn't take any action over there. You didn't buy them, or maybe even you didn't put them into the cart, but you showed interest. The intent is over there. This intent is captured by the advertiser or the brand. Maybe for example, Amazon or Make My Trip. They capture it, and next time when you go online, they are going to show it to you. I'm just showing you this example. The stock by love is what you're seeing. It is kind of a remarketing, because yesterday when I was taking class, affiliate marketing class, I was showing stock by love as an example how stock by love is doing affiliate marketing. Now when doing this, I landed up onto their website, stock by love. So they dropped in that cookie, that code onto my browser, and now it is following me on whichever website I'm going. You're trying to understand? Now you will ask me, why do people do this? Why remarketing? Now remarketing is very important because it improves the conversion ratio. Okay, a person who showed interest, maybe due to some work or due to some issues, he's moved out of before buying in the product. Okay, so it is the responsibility of the brand, of the digital marketer, to again showcase him that, hey, what happened? You were interested in this, but you didn't go ahead and buy it. Did you forget it or something else? Okay, so you're trying to understand, it's all about conversion. Okay, so remarketing is helping you to convert. Okay, so far so good. So search ads, this is how it will be looking at. I showed you. Okay, some of the search engines: Google, Bing, Yahoo. Previously Yahoo was not a search engine, it was more of a directory kind of thing, but now they have changed into a search engine. Okay, focus on the keyword data, that is where you're searching in from. Okay, then you have the SEO, SEM and the SEO. That is what I've showed you, the difference between the paid one and the organic, how it differs. Okay, then you have display advertisements. I've showed you an example of display advertisements as well. Then you have the video advertisements. You might have seen a banner that is running on running over there, or directly a video which is running just before you start seeing the actual content. Okay. Then there is this retargeting. You go to shopper's visit, okay, or the visit and is tagged, okay, shopper leaves the sites and starts browsing. Then what happens is, since the shopper is tagged using remarketing, the shopper is shown the ad on the first website. Okay, shopper clicks on the ads and the redirected to the first website. I hope I have made myself clear in terms of remarketing as well, Puneet.
Yeah, that was great. In fact, however, tell me one thing. Let's say we have a PPC campaign. Okay, so maybe I'm asking this question too early. So let's say we have a PPC campaign. So in this case, whatever advertisement we would show up on Google or any other website for that matter, let's say my personal website. So for remarketing, is there a different process or the same campaign takes care of it?
No. There's a different process altogether. You have to pick up certain codes. You have to pick up certain codes and paste it over there. You have to give certain timelines. I will be explaining and I will be showing it, and you yourself will be doing it yourself. Okay, so you don't have to worry much about it. It will be done in a very practical. You don't have to worry. So whatever I'm teaching you, each and everything will be dealt in a very practical way. So don't worry about it. Okay, and over here, I'm just setting the stage over here for you to try and understand what are the concepts. How do you go about it? What will happen otherwise? I'll just show you the tools and techniques. You will learn it also. I'm not saying you will not learn it, but the objective is to try and make this channel a very sustainable channel and try and gain business out of it. It is not just you put in certain keywords, you make a campaign and that's over. That is not digital marketing. Right?
True. That's perfect. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Okay then. Great, Puneet. Okay. So why do people search? And why do people believe Google? Okay, so what happens over here is, search is the top source for any purchase decision. Now let's try and understand this. Okay, this is a certain concept that is come up with the online thing. It is very simple. Whenever you go, for example, let's say you are say let's take an example of the mobile thing as well. You are trying to search mobile. Okay, you are interested in buying a new mobile phone, so you will try and search the mobile phone. The first thing what you are going to do is you are going to first go into Google and type in a order. Why? One thing, because you trust Google. The other thing is you don't want to believe anybody and everybody who is going to say, "Arey, this phone is fantastic. Why don't you buy this phone? This got this features." Yeah, okay, fine, I'll do that. Let me first make myself aware of what are the things, and then I'll come back to you. Okay. So first you do your research. Okay. You search the entire Google thing. What people say, you might be reading some stuff, you might be looking at the stores, all those things that you do over there. Okay, once the information is there on the internet with search, okay, so you get what you are trying to search over there. Now what happens? Try and understand this concept, Puneet. If it's confusing, please let me know that it is confusing.
No, it's not. Actually, I'm into marketing, so it's okay with me. It's perfect.
The concept that I'm trying to explain you right now. Okay. What happens?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah. So what happens over? Just try and understand over here. What happens? Consideration, awareness, consideration, comparison, and buying is what I was trying to tell you. Now, what happens over here is just try and understand this. Now, let's try and understand this concept. Between consideration and comparison. Between consideration and comparison, there is something called as the zero moment of truth. Now, what the zero moment of truth is, after consideration, person is not directly going to go ahead and compare. What he's going to do is, I have understood my need. I have understood of buying a mobile phone. Now, what I'll do is, maybe I'll walk into a store. Maybe I'll try and ask a friend of mine. I'll ask my father. I'll ask my brother, or maybe a colleague in my office who is a geeky kind of a person who has decent knowledge about it. Okay. So maybe what I'm trying to say over here is your journey of online buying might stop over here. Just try and understand this. This is the zero moment of truth. Once you have started considering, you've got enough information, you know I want to buy an Apple, Samsung or an Apple, I'll stop over here. Now, because I've become serious, I'm not going to put all my hard-earned money into somewhere. I am going to do a thorough research. I will go on to various searches. That is what we do, right? What I'll do into wherever I go, I will go into a Reliance digital store and then say, what's the cost of this mobile? He might say 20,000 rupees. Wait on, hold on a minute. I'll just check it online is what you'll be seeing, right? That is how the consumer behavior is changing. So when he sees, he compares the cost over there and the cost in the store, then he would say, okay, fine, let me try and make a judgment whether buying online or buying offline is beneficial for me. It could be anything. It could be the service part, it could be the price part, it could be the person who's attending him, whatever. So you as a digital marketer should try. So now do you understand why I'm trying to say not to target awareness and consideration, but try and target comparison and buying phase onwards. Here the customer journey stops. If he comes back to you again, he is a very interested person and you can't let him go. He will buy. I'm not saying he will buy from you. He will definitely buy, but maybe from you, maybe online or offline, but he will definitely buy. Okay? So that is what you need to try and understand. Let's go further. Okay? So what I've done is I've put in some source over here which would actually tell you how the search engines they work. Okay, so search engines, if you are new to digital marketing, what will happen over here is search engines will be looking out for the relevance, what business you are in, what kind of information you're giving out, are you trying to fool the customers? So all these things should be intact, and you need to tell the machine that I'm a person dealing in a particular business and please rank me for these things. Then is what Google will be trying to rank you for that particular keywords. Okay, people basically go online to satisfy their hunger for information or to consume content. Content could be of various terms. It could be entertaining, it could be information, it could be enlightenment, anything. Okay, just put in some things for a lighter moment, like say maybe you entertainment. Let's see what Sunny Leon does today. Okay, or what is the relation between Newton and the apple? Okay, information is the last minute gift for my wife's birthday. Okay, so these are the certain things that people normally go ahead for and then start maybe their awareness or their entertainment or their informational needs, they rely over there on Google. Okay, so these are the certain things. So before let me just check certain things. Okay, before we go on to this, I would like to try and throw some light on certain things. Let's say when considering Google AdWords, there are certain things that will come into picture. CPM, CPC, sorry, CPC, yeah, CPC, and then COA. So now during the over the period of time we are doing this course, you will hear this phrase a lot many times from my end, called as the cost of acquisition. Okay. So what I am telling you is Google AdWords works in certain fashion. Okay. So if you are doing any advertisement, if you are doing any display advertisements, you could try and look at cost per impression. CPM is cost per impression. Okay, so the cost per impression, who would be doing from whatever, from whatever I have taught you or whatever I have explained you so far, Puneet, can you just unmute and tell me who is the person who is doing it for the cost per impression?
Basically the one who has the campaign, or basically me if I have the campaign.
Yes, but what could be the objective is what I'm more interested in. What could be
basically at any moment, if I have a website and if someone comes into my website, any click which he makes, that is an impression, right? That is a per impression which makes. So any visitor coming to my website is something for which I would have to pay the cost per impression.
Let me just explain. Just mute yourself. Let me just explain you. Okay. So it's good. It's nice, Puneet. You are coming up with the responses. It is better for me to understand what you're trying and understand. Let me just try and explain this to you. Okay. Just try and understand this in the right sense. If it's confusing, I'll come back again. No issues whatsoever. Okay. So I have typed mobile phones. Just try and look at my action. I'm not doing nothing over here. I'm just looking over here. Okay. Look at this. All these are impressions. I go on to the new section. This is an impression. Images.
So anything that appears
is exactly whatever appears is an impression. Did I do any action over here? I didn't involve in any action over here. It is just an impression that is displayed to me.
Okay.
Okay.
So then CPC will be the cost per click and the CPA will be cost per acquisition.
So over here, see over here, the cost, the stop by love, it's an impression. The person would be charging or would be paying at the cost of impression. Okay, because this try and understand now my question basically was to try and understand for whom would be this thing. Now this display advertisement would probably be to a person where you want to make more awareness. People who are more visually like things more visually appealing. So what they would do is they would try and look at certain images and then the interest maybe start creating over there. So display as is they say picture speaks 1,000 words. You write text, people would not maybe looking at it, but you show them a nice eye candy images, they are going to definitely attract attention. Okay, so if you are trying to create any kind of awareness, you can go ahead, and not to say that consideration and buying is not involved in this. If you want to display your product is more to do with the visual aspect of it, your mobile phones, the way it looks, the thinner it is, or you are into clothing, how the fabric looks, how it looks, what are the beautiful colors that it's got, how you're trying to entice the customer to go ahead and buy. So you could be using over there as an impression. So it entirely depends upon the objective or the aim of the digital marketer or what the business acquires. Now the business is very new. They want to start making their, maybe Stock by Love is not a very big brand, but they are investing in display advertisement just to show people that how fantastic their products are, and it is a premium brand. Okay. So here I am. So cost per click. Cost per click would be only you would be paying, you as in the advertiser would be paying Google when you are clicking on when the consumer or your prospective customer is clicking on the advertisement and then leading to your website, is going to your website, then only you are liable to pay Google a particular amount which you have bidded for. So everything runs on bidding, if you might have heard about it. So I will be explaining you how the calculation is done and how Google understands. Okay, so CPC would be the advertising paying Google only when somebody is clicked, so that he's shown interest, he's shown some engagement. The impressions which I showed you is just impressions that are present over there. There is no engagement happening over there. But click, there is an engagement happening. Cost per acquisition, honestly speaking, cost per acquisition there, Google would not be involved in this cost per acquisition because they are mostly running on cost per impression or cost per click. But there are places where you can try and put in over their cost per acquisition. That is for you as a digital marketer to understand how much a particular customer is costing you when you're trying to acquire him online. So these things clear, Puneet?
Yeah, it's clear. So that basically means the CPA which we have, that's cost per acquisition. That is something we can consider, that how much a keyword is costing us.
No. Great, thanks for clarifying. This means how much a lead is costing. Now, cost of acquisition, the definition can be totally different based upon your objective. What is an acquisition? Maybe a lead can be an acquisition. An appointment can be an acquisition. A call can be an acquisition.
Okay. So anything that is in the business, business cost basically at the end of the day.
Yes. So it is very important for you to try and understand what is acquisition for your business. So the definition of acquisition is always sales. It can be. Okay. It can be. I'm not saying it cannot be. It can be. But apart from that, you have to try and identify whether it is a lead, whether it's a call, whether it's an appointment, whether it's a direction. What is it? Okay. That is how we come to the idea of cost per acquisition. Good?
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So that is what something I wanted to tell you. So all these things, when we are coming to trying and looking at the awareness, the consideration, the comparison, and the buying, you need to be present for all the awareness, so that whatever keywords the person is keying in and trying to find it on Google, he should be able to find it. Okay, either you can be present on paid advertisement, on search engine optimization, or social media. Because try and understand one thing: the customers are one of the most smartest people on earth. Okay, they will try and gain information from one end, and they will try and buy it from the other end. So maybe they will try and search on search engine optimization, come onto your website, gain the knowledge, whatever they wanted, and maybe they will buy it from social media. Okay, so that is how you need to be present across channels so that you can try and attract customer or be present wherever the customer is trying to find you. Okay. So let's try and look at how does the Google AdWords actually work. Okay, so it could be you need to, so once your objective is clear, what you want to drive business through, then you go on to Google and try and find out. Okay, so there are certain things that we would be discussing over a period of time is how Google AdWords actually work. We would actually be doing the keyword research, how the keyword research actually happens over here. We would come up with an effective ad copy, because that is one of the most important things. You have to be coming up, and then steps to creating a landing page which converts, and walkthrough of an account setup. Okay, so let's try and look at understanding the positions. Okay, the ad positions. Okay, so this is a part of how Google AdWords actually work. Let me try and showcase you something. Okay, no, okay, fine. Mobile phones under rupees. So this is my keyword saying that mobile phones under rupees 10,000, because I am a very interested customer. I have gone ahead and written a very long tail keyword. We will come to that part as well if you are not aware of it. This is only mobile phones is a short and a very exact keyword. I have written a longer tail keyword expressing my exact objective of my search. My exact objective is over here to try and find out which are the mobile phones that are below 10,000 rupees. Okay, so you could see over here, there's an ad over here present, and then if you could probably go down there, there's nothing over the top. Fair enough. So these are certain things, these are certain things. Okay, so over here, what we will try and see is how is Google trying to give you the various ranking, the ad positions. Okay, so you would be saying that I'm sure you might be knowing that there is a bidding process in place when it comes to placing your ads in Google AdWords, right? So when we are looking at, yeah, you are aware of this. You have to bid for the keyword, and then only your ads will be shown.
Yeah, I'm aware of it too.
Very good, very good. So what happens is, let me just make it more clear and take it to the next level. What happens over here is, you would say, I am a person. Okay, let's try and consider three people. That is A, B, and C. Okay, let me just write it onto an Excel so that it makes more sense. So people, advertisers. advertisers. This will be A, oh sorry, A, then there is B, and then there is C. Now let's try and understand. A is a person who is a novice. Just enter. He is a intermediate level and advanced. So novice is got, try and understand the situation. A novice is very rich. He is, if a particular word is maybe bidding for 100 rupees, bidding for 10 rupees, he will try and bid for 100 rupees because I've got a lot of money, I'm desperate for business. Desperate for business, I'm going to put in 100 rupees. The next person is, but what he is not looking at is, he is coming up with a ad copy. Not very good. An ad copy which is not great, which is not very appealing to the people. Okay, he's just dumped in certain things, and maybe out of 5, I will give him 1 out of 5. Rank him, sorry. I'll just give him 1. I'll just give him 1 out of 5. This guy is a fairly a decent person. What he's going to do is, he's going to charge, if it is ranking at 15, at 10, he's going to give for 15. And out of 5, I will try and give him 3. Now the advanced guy, he doesn't want to give out any money. He doesn't want to give out any money to Google free of cost. He says it is 10 rupees. I will give only for 10 rupees. Just try and understand, Puneet, how Google is working over here. And his ad copy is great. He knows how it works and all those things. Of which, try and tell me which advertisement will be shown. This is a scenario in front of you. You can unmute your. Which advertisement will be shown? A will be shown, B will be shown, C will be shown.
C will be shown actually, because even if he's paying less, his ad copy level is higher, so his rank will be higher.
Super, great. Let me try and explain you how this works. So maybe if he's trying to bid only for 100 rupees and this person 10 rupees, and this person even is bidding for 100 rupees, customers are not going to benefit from this person because his ad copy is not giving out the right information. So this person thinks, I've got money, I have a lot of money, I will put. So just try and understand something over here. What will happen if Google gives him first rank? If Google gives him first rank, nobody is going to click over there on him. It is not very engaging. Instead, people will be clicking on this person because it is more engaging over there. Even after giving the first position, Google is not going to make money over here, even it is 100 rupees. But and the click-through rate, I don't know if you are sure about what the click-through rate is. I will explain this to you in a bit, but try and understand the click-through rate is maybe 1 over here, 1%, or maybe let's say 2% over here. Okay, and the click-through rate is maybe like say 10% over here, and the click-through rate is maybe 20% over here. Okay, so if this is the thing over here, so of 100 people coming in, 20 people will click over here, 10 people will click over here, and just 2 people will click over here. Just let's try and understand how much Google is making money. Okay, so it is equal to 100 into 2. Okay, so let's try and keep this as 1 so that it explains the entire thing. Okay, so do you try and understand over here, even if the person is bidding for 10, Google will be making 200 rupees, and even the person is making 100 rupees, bidding for 100 rupees, Google is only making 100 rupees. So it will try and promote this person because there are a lot of aspects. Let me try and explain you something over here more in detail. Now the cost of the bidding contributes to only 40%. Contributes to only 40% of the entire ad. Means the weightage given by Google. %40 to the cost, and the rest 60%. You'll ask me what? The rest 60% would be given to the other things like the ad copy, click-through rate, historic data, okay? So all these things, relevance. Okay, then there is something called as technical. All these things would be considered. So major part is going to all these things: the click-through rate, the ad copy, the history, how technically well the landing page is being done, the relevance of the ad. What will happen? Just try and imagine. I put personal loan at 0%. I put personal loan at 0%, and then somebody is clicking over there on the personal loan, and then he says that I will be giving you loan for 15%. Immediately the person is going to close the landing page and come out of it. The bounce rate is going to increase. The engagement is going to, the bounce rate will increase. The engagement is going to decrease. Google is going to run into losses. It will not showcase this kind of advertisement. Okay, so far, Puneet, or is it becoming too much help for you?
No, it's nice. I'm actually learning new things. So it's good.
Great. Thanks. Okay, so at any point of time you think it's too much, you want to take a break, you want to grab a glass of water or something, just let me know. I'll stop for that while. Okay?
No, I have everything. Don't worry. Thanks.
Super. Thank you. Okay. So the ad position is determined by a formula called as ad rank. Okay, or it's also called as the quality score. Okay, everything depends upon the quality score. Over here, you can rank higher without spending more money, as long as you are relevant, or at least you make the search engine think that you are relevant. Okay, usage of extension is a positive contributor towards ad positions. Okay, so when I was telling this, I was also giving, like, say, extension. Is there any extension? Now you'll ask me, what is extension? Extension could be anything, maybe a call extension, okay, or appointment extension. All those extension would be contributing, yes, that this person is helping out my customer, is finding out the right information and making his life simple. So why not I also help him? And then Google is going to give a higher ranking to the person. Okay, using the extension is a positive contributor towards ad positioning. So two ads, one with extension and one without. The one with extension will rank higher. Okay, what are extension? How to include, how to embed that, all those things, we will see it in a while. Okay, so you don't have to worry much about it. Ad rank. Okay, so what happens over here is, I told you, a competitive bid, the relevant ad copy, and the quality score. So all this thing is going to help Google try and rank you at the top of your competitors. Okay, so while making an ad copy, while making PPC, you have to consider bidding is all right, but you have to consider the other aspects which is going to help you in a greater way as well as. So there are three people over here, if three stakeholders in a campaign, if you try and consider. That is the advertiser, that is the customer, and then finally Google. So all these three stakeholders need to benefit. If any one of them is not benefiting, it is going to break the entire thing. Okay, so that is the reason I told you, you have to try and find out the paid. We run paid advertisement for our clients. Okay, when we are running paid advertisement for our clients, they have spent so much of money in the past only by handing over the campaign to a person who does not has a decent knowledge of running the campaign. So what happens over here is he has taken the money, he's just blown it off without doing much strategy because he only knows how to operate the tools. So money is gone, the objective is not met, and finally what has happened is the client is left with a very negative feeling towards digital marketing. Okay, so that is how it works. Okay, so I hope you understood how the ad ranking works.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Thank you. Okay, the ad auction now. When someone searches for a keyword phrase, Google does the following things. Find all the players bidding on this keyword. Okay, then what it will do is it will try and calculate the ad rank for each player based on the bid as well as the quality score. Sort the ad rank in descending order and display the ad accordingly. Okay, so it has got an algorithm placed very well, which is very nicely organized. Okay, so what Google will do is Google will try and do all these calculations at the back end and will try and decide which one to rank first so that the customers can benefit. Okay. What is the quality score that you would be asking us? The quality score is check the quality score with each keyword to see how much keyword is relevant to the ad copy. Okay, check the landing pages to see if the keywords that you have targeted over here are present. And finally, the historic click-through performance is what I was trying to say. And eventually, the domain's click-through rate. Okay, so are you getting the idea of how the quality score is checked by Google?
Yep, that's good.
Great. Okay. Now let's try and understand how the CPC calculation works. Now you would say, I am a person, okay, I've got a lot of money, okay. If it is bidding for 10 rupees, I will start bidding for 100 rupees and it will start showing up, okay. So it is not something like that. If you have bid for 100, Google will take that 100 rupees. No. What it will do is it will try and take the value which is 1 rupee extra than the previous bidder. Let me try and explain you with the help of an example. Let's say we have A, we have B. At any point of time, if you find it confusing, please let me know, Puneet.
Sure, no problem.
So we have this person A who is bid for maybe say 25 rupees for a particular keyword. Then I have this person who is bid for 22 rupees. Then I have this person who is bid for 25 rupees. Then I have this person who is bid for 30 rupees. I have this person who is bid for. Now try and understand one thing. why does the bidding happen? So why does Google not showcase all of the advertisements? See, so you will say Google will make more money then. I will try and showcase everybody. That is not possible, right? Now the bidding happens based on a competition, the demand and supply aspect of it. Okay, the demand over the supply is very less. I've got a very few advertisements, maybe 5 to 6 maximum. If there's a lot of competition, okay, then Google needs to make some money. So what it will do is it will try and give more advertisers to it. But if it is the normal demand and supply, if you say you come from a management background or a business background, you might be knowing if the demand is high and the supply is low, the cost goes up. So
yeah, I can hear you. Now it's good.
Yeah. Yeah. So the same logic applies over here as well. Okay. So the demand is high. Everybody wants to be present on Google, but at the same time, what happens over here is the cost is very low. So let's see how does the calculation happen. So what we say is the bid is, for example, say 21 rupees. The bid, okay. So I will show you where it shows the bidding. Now you will say that how do I know that where the bidding is and all those things. Let me just quickly show it to you so that you also understand it. So once you, this is a tool of Google that is called as AdWords. When we are working with it, I will showcase to you. Just try and understand this now. This is a place where you're going to try and sign, like say maybe say use class. Just for an example, I'm just trying to showcase you how it looks like. We'll be doing it in detail when we are doing a campaign. Okay, so over here, this is the suggested bid. For use card, this is the suggested bid. Okay, so it shows you everything. These are the suggested bids over here. Okay, so you can segregate it by location, by negative, all those things we are going to look at it. So there's a lot of things that we can do. So that is, for example, let's try and say that 20 rupees is not within the bid amount. So if, for example, if this was 28 rupees, okay, and this person is bid for 20 rupees, so it is not going to come up. What will happen is this person is knocked off. This person is knocked off. The next amount, okay, if this was 21 rupees, this person is knocked off. He's not eligible for it. Okay, so this person, who is the next person? So 22 fellow is the one next person. So how much is he eligible? He's eligible for not 22 rupees, but 1 rupee extra than the previous bidder. Means he will have to pay 21 rupees. What will happen? Who's the next fellow now? He is the next fellow. So what is this? So he will be charged 23 rupees. This is the next fellow. How much will he charge? He'll be charged 26 rupees. How much of this will be charged is 31. So this is how smartly Google has tried and made their algorithm so that even if you bid for 100 rupees, it is not going to take 100 rupees. It is going to take only 31 rupees. Did you try and understand this, Puneet? You want me to explain it one more time? I'll do that.
No, that's okay. I understood the calculation as well. That's okay.
Great. So what I want to do as of now is I want you to go ahead and log into your Google account, or just go ahead and search Google. Okay. And then search Google AdWords. If you could do that for me, please. And try and find out any keyword that you want to search for and tell me what is the value and what is the just tell me what is the value and how much it is For example, it will showcase over here what are the monthly searches, average monthly searches over here. It is from 10,000 to 1 lakh. Okay, so it's a fairly a decent amount of searches that is happening over here. The competition level is medium. So try and find out for a keyword that you desire and let me know what are the status, what are the details that is showing up over here. You'll have to use your Gmail, your Google ID to log in into Google AdWords because it is a product of Google. So what, let me try and take you to the next level over here now. Just hold on. Sure. Okay. Let me just showcase you something. So as I was telling you, so there is this, can you see this, that there is something called as the download option over here? So when you click on this download option, it is going to download all the keyword ideas that it has generated for your business. So it's generated some 500 odd keywords. So your objective over here is great. So your objective over here as a digital marketer is to try and segregate all the keywords that you think are based on comparison and buying oriented. Okay, I'm not over here to do any kind of awareness. Okay, so this you might find a bit of crude data over here. Why? Because I've just not put any location. You can try and put in location only, maybe India. So it will give you the phrases that people are normally using to search, and then it will, you can download this. So what I will try and do is, rather than, I would say keyword intent. Okay, so keyword intent, this is too generic. It is not going to help me in any ways. Second-hand cars, so cheap cars, intent oriented. So compare pre-owned cars. Pre-owned is anyways I'm coming used vehicles. Best used cars comparison. Certified. Used cars under buy. Are you trying to understand, Puneet? So this is the way you, I'm not going to do it for the entire thing. So you, when you're running a live, so did you try and understand, Puneet? So you are a person who's going to try and only target these keywords.
Obviously. So in any case, if he is a serious buyer only, then he would compare and go for the buying one.
Yes, I will only target the person who's looking out for buy, who's looking at the end stage of buying, only intended oriented. Because what happens is this person is gone everywhere. He's gone online, he's gone offline, and now he's coming over here just to buy. Okay, so I am now over here, what I'm doing is I'm optimizing my strategy over here. I'm not going to give away money free of cost even to Google or try and increase my overheads over here. Okay, so I will be what do you say, sharp shooting at my customers over here. Okay, so this is a kind of procedure. So what you could see is, see, you didn't know there is something used cars under 5,000. Maybe this is dollars, I guess, but if it was India, it would have come up in rupees. Okay. So certified pre-owned cars, again a comparison kind of a thing. Buy, he's definitely going to buy. So he will definitely come ahead. He's going to leave details with you on your landing page, and then you get a very interested or a qualified customer is what you can look at. Let me try and showcase you how this activity will actually look like, and why is it that I'm trying to tell you you need to be very specific about choosing up the keywords. Now there's something, I will be doing a case study with you based on this, but just to give you an idea, how the entire campaigning in digital marketing works. I'm sure you might have heard about this word sales funnel. Okay?
Yes, okay.
So what will happen over here is we are trying to create a funnel over here. Now what is this funnel happening over here is I will be doing an activity. Activity may be CPC. Okay. And what happens over this is cost per click. Maybe this could be like 100 rupees, 10 rupees, whatever. Then I will be having some clicks based on the activity. Whatever is the clicks, let's not get into that, is not the question over here. Then I would be trying and generating some leads out of that clicks. If a person is clicked, he's seen the offering, that is good to him, then he's definitely going to fill in the details over here so that I can call him. Then after this stage, something called as the qualified lead. Okay, now each and every person, what is the keyword that you put in? Mobile phones, right? So for mobile phones, what is happening over here is, for mobile phones, each and every person is not your customer. For example, let's try and understand, you are selling Samsung mobile phones, which is worth 30,000 rupees. Okay, now a person who earns maybe 5,000 rupees or 10,000 rupees a month is not your qualified lead over here. The lead, he's filled in the details, but it is according to you, according to the business, it is not a qualified lead. So only a qualified lead can try and get into sales. Okay, so this is what it's all about, sales. Okay, so this funnel, each of this will have a ratio. When we are done with all the campaigns and everything, when you have to optimize it, this is what we'll be doing basis a case study, wherein I'm going to show you how you actually have to plan the campaign, how you know which strings to pull, which strings to leave, where to be stringent, where you have to be lenient. All those things will be discussed when we are trying to create. Once you try and master this thing, then you can run any campaign and you will be definitely on top of the game for this. Okay, so this is something that yes, Puneet, you want to add something?
Oh, no, I was just saying, okay.
Yeah, so have you understood this thing? Activity could be anything. That could be impression, that could be clicks, that could be mailers, that could be anything that is an activity. Yep. Okay. And then you, out of that activity, you're generating some action. That action is clicks, and from that clicks you'll be generating leads, and then from leads, everybody is not going to be a buyer. You get qualified leads. Yep. And out of qualified leads, certain people will buy from you and certain people will not buy from you. That you cannot control.
True, and that will convert sales.
Yeah, that is going to convert sales, and you have to try and understand how to try and maximize the conversion for qualified leads to sales. You cannot leave that person because he's come here, he's shown the interest, he's walked that mile, and if you leave him, then there is a gap over there in the business process. Okay, so all this thing will be covered when we are doing the the case study for the conversion rate optimization. Okay. Great. Yes. Tell me, Puneet. So far, so good.
Yeah, everything is
Then we
perfect. Go
come.
ahead.
Thanks. Excuse me. So we have something called as the match phrases, match types. The AdWords uses different match types. There's a broad phrase and something that is called the exact phrase, and there's something called as the phrase. So let me just try and explain you what is this. Let's go on and then try and find. So try and look over here. So when I'm trying to type in mobile phones over here, now each and every advertisement, if there is something over here called as mobile phones, and if I've bid for that particular amount, it will definitely show. Okay, so mobile phones under 10,000, mobile phones under 5,000, mobile phones under 50,000, mobile phones online, mobile phones in India, mobile phones 4G, mobile phones under 20,000, mobile phones direct. Okay, now if a person searches for anything, mobile phones should come over there. Before it, anything can come. Before this keyword, anything can come. Before mobile, after mobile phones, anything can come. In between mobile phones, anything can come. So this is broad-faced. Okay, so this is a broad-based keyword research. Okay, so this is what will be happening over here. That just mobile and phones, whichever position they are in, if they are there, your advertisement will show. So what happens over here is, over here, try and understand the objective again over here. Over here, Google will make a lot of money if it is a broad-based, because it will show up for whenever somebody is searching for mobile. At the same time, you are going to lose a lot of money, because what is the point if somebody is searching for mobile phone 4G, which you are not trying to target, or mobile phones direct, or mobile phones online, or mobile phones in India. You are not trying to target all those things, and all these keywords, 15,000. Your basic mobile phone is for 20,000 rupees. Your range starts from 20,000 rupees. So all these keywords are going to be waste for you, but your advertisement will be sure. Your quality score will go down. Your impressions and everything, click-through rate, everything goes for a toss over here. Okay, you are wasting unnecessarily money trying and reaching out to people who is not your target audience. So broad-faced is, this is how it will be working. Now what we have is the phrase. The phrasal is what is, the phrasal would be coming in quotes. Broad-faced doesn't come in anything. Okay, so I'm not trying to say that the person will search with quotes, but at the back end, it is tried and put it over there. Let me try and show it to you how it will be looking up over there. Keywords to include. Okay. Let me showcase your thing over here. So if you're just typing in mobile phones, this is something broad-based. Okay. Then you will be having something called as the phrasing. So you would probably put it in. These words should be coming together. Okay, it can come, phone and mobiles can be first, and the next it is okay. The sequence can change over here, but these two words should be coming together. Anything in front of it and anything after this keyword is okay, but this should come together. Then we have something called as the exact. The exact is something, it is displayed in such way. Okay, it is called as. Now only when mobile phones, only it will show for mobile phones that are coming together, and it is searched only for mobile phones, then only your your advertisement will be shown. So are you clear with this? Just to put in some more light, some more idea over here. The broad Sorry, Puneet. Sorry.
No. Go ahead. You were asking something.
Yeah. Did you understand this? What I wanted to also put in over here is add-on over here is the broad phrase is not going to really help you, but the phrase or the exact phrase is what is desired by a digital marketer or a business. Okay?
Yep.
The cost for exact phrases will be high. Okay, mobile phones. I am very specific about mobile phones. Mobile phone should come together. Nothing before, nothing after. Exact mobile phone together, as the way it is. It should be represented in the it should show in the advertisement. Then only my ad should show up over there. Okay, that is how we have done it. Okay, great. So that was it about the exact phrase and the broad phrase, the phrasal, and the exact phrase. Okay, so these are the various types. So you need to know. Okay, so you need to know which ones to use. So you say this is buying based and this is C. This would be a reach based. If you want to reach more people, then use a broad. If you want to do more of sharp targeting, then you go for exact keywords. Okay. Right. So what we'll be looking at is the keyword to ad copy relation. Okay. So keywords and ad copies are grouped together in ad groups. Okay. Ad copy should be crafted for keywords. Always experiment with alternate ad copies in one ad group. What this is, let me try and show to you. You saw this keywords over here. You see something called as the ad group ideas over here. So what are these ad groups? These ad groups are some things which are going to have your keywords. See, all these are your keywords in those ad groups. Okay. So what you are supposed to do is you are supposed to group up your keywords into an ad group so that it becomes more relevant to Google, and Google is trying to understand, okay, fine, this person is trying to achieve this objective through these ad groups. Okay, so ad groups what will ad groups contain? Ad groups will contain the keywords that you're trying to target. Okay. So this was something about the ad groups. Let's try and show you the structure of what the ad groups will be having. Okay. So this is the the structure of the ad group. This will be your account. These will be the campaigns. Okay. So account, one per advertiser. Okay. That is your email, password, and the billing info. Now, how many campaigns can one account handle? One account can handle 25 campaigns. Okay. So 25 campaigns per account, bidding and budgeting, location and language networks and devices. All those things are included within the campaign. So 25 per account is allowed. How many ad groups? So I'm sure you have understood the concept of ad groups. So how many ad groups can you have you understood the concept of ad? Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Have you understood the concept of ad groups?
Yeah, that's inclusive of ad copies and keywords.
Yes. Okay. So you can have 2,000 per
2000.
campaign. Then, yeah. And the keywords that you'll be having is 2,000 per ad group, and the ads can have 50 per ad group. Okay. So display URL will be one per ad group. So it has to be very organized. I cannot keep driving people crazy with the variation of the ad groups and sending them to different locations. Okay. So this is basically the structure. Why am I trying to showcase or stressing this more is this is where you need to try and identify. This is where you will try and strategize or be more organized with your campaign. What is this also called is called as the vertical structure. Okay, let me try and showcase it. If I had to put it up into simple things, let me just go on to the Excel. So what this will happen is, let me show you. The first will be the account. Okay, the next will be the campaign. Okay, and the next will be the ad group. Okay, next will be the ad copy. Okay, next will be the keywords, and the next will be the landing page. Okay, so account will be one account, campaigns allowed is 25 campaigns, and ad groups allowed is 2,000. Yeah, and ad copies allowed is 50, keywords allowed is 2,000. Landing page, you can have more than one landing page, that's okay, that goes directly to your, that is something external. Okay, so this is what is happening. Let me just give you a scenario now over here in this case. I will give you a live scenario that is happening. Okay, so what I am going to take over here is I'm going to take an example of a real estate. Let me try and give you a brief background about the campaign so that you try and understand. What I'm going to do is I will not only be sharing the presentation with you, but how we actually work with the campaigns. That is what I'm going to show you. The execution excellence is what you need to get. Okay. So before you just directly dive into the tool and start creating a campaign, there is a lot of work that needs to be done on paper. Then you go ahead and take the campaign live. Okay, so let me just give you a brief about this client of mine. What this client wanted is, this client is into real estate. Okay, and he is trying to sell flats, that is 2 BHK, 3 BHK and 4 BHK, and he is into the premium segment. Each flat starts at the cost of 1 crore. Okay, now what was the objective given to us was, the objective given to us was definitely to drive sales, but they had also given us, I don't know which location you are from. I will be giving you the example of my own location since I am from Pune. Okay, so if you are not understanding something, please let me know. Okay, so this property is known or present somewhere called as, the location is called as Kalyani Nagar. Just keep this in mind. If it's confusing, just leave it. Just name any location from your place. That is okay. So Kalyani Nagar is the location of the flat. What is the next thing? The next thing that the person told is, definitely you have to promote people who are looking out for a flat in Kalyani Nagar, but also I want you to try and target locations surrounding this area. For example, there is another location called as Viman Nagar. Just try and understand. Viman Nagar is probably maybe 5 kilometers away from this place called as Kalyani Nagar. But I can tell properties near Kalyani Nagar because this is just 5 kilometers away, or maybe just 3 kilometers away from this another place. And this place is also probably quite famous. So what is it I'm trying to do is I'm trying to increase my scope as well as trying and keeping the keywords intact. Kalyani Nagar should come in my keywords. But I want to try and target people who are around this place as well. Okay, so around this place would be places like Viman Nagar, places like Koregaon Park, places like something called as Magarpatta. So you don't have to remember the names. Just try and understand the objective. The objective over here is to try and find out people finding property in and around this place. I will only not target people who are only specifically looking out for that place, in and around that place. That is very important for me. Otherwise, what will happen? My scope reduces over here greatly. So I will not decrease my scope over here. I will increase my scope. Okay, so this was the background of the builder of my client rather than the builder, the client. Did you understand, Puneet, the entire situation?
Yeah, it's perfect. Go ahead.
Okay, thanks. So what I did was, before I could try and do anything, okay, I had to come up. Definitely, I would be looking at the keyword research and things like that. Okay, but what I did was just try and understand over here. I came up with this entire thing. What is this entire thing, you'll ask me now? I have, before even going on to the Google tool, that is Google AdWords, I have very well and very organized my campaign onto Excel, so that it is very much clear for me how I will go ahead and target my campaign so that I get the maximum output from there. Sorry. Okay, so what I did is, definitely what I did was over here, let me try and showcase you something over here. If I was supposed to, let me try and draw it into Word and show it to you, if I can able to. So I looked at the campaign in terms of graph. I put something in. Okay. I put something in y-axis and I put something in the x-axis. Now the x-axis and the y-axis, they should not be changing. Changing as in they need to be constant as far as the property is constant. What is constant? The location is going to be constant. Okay. Location on y-axis. Okay, and then I will be having unit size. So this could be somewhere I have to try and identify which are the variables that is not going to change. Okay, that is going to be constant. Okay, the location. Okay, now try and understand the location and the unit price is something that I have to try and target it, so that I can come up with the locations over here. See, in Kalyan Nagar, near Kalyan Nagar, these are the places that the person has given me to target, all these places. Okay, so most of the things in Pune also I have targeted. If the since this location is in Pune, so in Pune also I have targeted over here. So what I do over here, I put the location as Kalyan Nagar, and then in the ad groups on y-axis I'll be coming up the unit sizes: 2 BHK, 3 BHK, 4 BHK. So far so good, Puneet?
Perfect, great.
Great. So I will be sharing this sheet with you so that for your future reference, if you want to come up with any campaigns, you can follow this. This is a foolproof thing, and in the process when we are doing the campaign, you will see how easy it is once you have this thing in place.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So these are the certain things that I wanted to showcase over here. Okay, these are not present in the tools. These are something more related to the strategy part of it, which tools and techniques are not going to be showcased. Okay, so let's go back to the thing. Okay, so what you will be doing is okay, so what I would be doing over here is I will be doing the entire keyword research over here. I would be going on to over here, going on to the tools. Okay, back to the main menu. Again, back to the main menu. Try and find the keyword planner, and then it is the entire process that we follow. What will I do is I will try and find out places. Okay, so I need to keep populating these things. Okay, so if Kalyan Nagar is the thing, I have come up with all the keywords that could be possible over here. Okay, so these many keywords is I have come up for 2 BHK, 3 BHK, and 4 BHK. I hope this you should be able to understand in a very easy way. So Kalyan Nagar, so many keywords I have come up with all these locations. Okay, fair enough. So this is a process that you will have to follow. Okay, but it definitely makes your life easy. So this is the place now you know where you have to go ahead and search for your keywords. Okay, so maybe you will try 2 BHK, 2 BHK near okay. Then location targeting should be very Pune, Maharashtra. Okay, target areas. So this is the process that I would be following. I'll be just downloading them, and then the same process which I showed you, I would be doing it. So the same process is what you will be following. Find out the intended ones and the comparison ones and pick them. group them up into a very organized way as I have done it over here. So 2 BHK, all of them I have put up over here. Buy premium 2 BHK is what is there. So it is a task, but the output that you're going to do is going to be really worth it. Because if you try and think that it is so much of hassle, I have to try and do it, and it is not all that easy what I thought, then the outcome that you're going to get is not going to be in your favor. Okay, so try and understand that. Okay. So this is the summary over here, and this is the entire thing that comes up over here. So see how I have tried and maintained the entire thing onto an Excel. What this is, all these things will be useful for me when I'm doing the campaign. You will see that shortly when we do the live campaign. Let's try and get into it. Okay. So that is what I wanted to again stress on. It is the most important thing is the framework. The framework for your campaign. If you get this framework right, then nothing like it. Your life becomes more simpler, the output is going to be fantastic, and then only you will help. So what are the various things that you are going to do? First of all, try and brainstorm. This, I hope you would be saying that what Sachin is really getting into too much of theory kind of a thing. But try and understand, Puneet, this is very important. Once you set this thing, your life is going to be really easy to take the campaign.
No, that's true. Strategy is something which is most important before we start the real work.
Yes. Because I'm telling you, it is anybody can do it. Okay. A 10th fail can also do it, Puneet. Let me tell you this. What the 10th fail cannot do is, he cannot do this.
Yep.
He cannot do this. What he can do is the next thing over there that is present on Google AdWords. It is just filling up kind of a process. So it is very simple. It is not very difficult at all, let me tell you. For the strategy part, you need to spend some time over there, and then what is it that you will be getting over there. So let's come back to the framework is what I was trying to explain you. The framework over here, you need to do a bit of brainstorming over here. Okay. So brainstorming, what will come is, let's say the behavior of the customer. Okay. Behavior of the customer. What is the customer asking for? Whether the customer is asking for a luxurious flat, whether the customer is asking for a budget flat. Okay, so budget is something you could get into. Location. All these things you have to put down on a paper before you actually get going with the campaign. Unit size. You can try and replicate these ideas, Puneet, onto your campaign that you are planning, or maybe in future you will be undertaking. So your life becomes very easy. That is the reason I told you I will be sharing that Excel with you, so that it gives you a guideline kind of a thing when you're actually doing your next campaign.
Thanks a lot, Sachin. It's actually helping a lot.
Yes. Okay. So the unit size. So what are the other things that that person looks for when he's going in for real estate property, residential property? Amenities. Okay. Amenities. Then maybe say brand name. Okay. And then maybe say possession. Come up with roughly, like, say 5 or 6 odd variables, if you could say, which is going to form the basis of your campaign. So through this campaign, I know what is the customer behavior, what is the budget, what are the information that I'm going to give to the customer, so that his life becomes easy, and then he can take on with the and try and get the right information easily. Okay. What we are trying to make over here, we are trying to make the life of the person easy. That is the basic objective over here. Otherwise, the person, if the information that I'm trying to give the person, if he's not able to find out, then he will definitely not buy also from me. Okay, so that is something that I want to showcase over here. So setting up AdWords. Okay, so let's try and start building up a campaign then.
Let's go ahead.
Yeah. So ad groups make the campaign much more manageable. All those things are bit. I will be sharing this presentation with you so that it makes more sense to you. Okay. So I'm just trying and checking if I'm not missing on any of the aspects that needs any explanation, so that you don't get stuck up when we are actually doing the campaign. Okay. Set up the AdWords campaign, not more than 5 to 10 keywords per group. Similar keywords in one group. Okay. When in doubt, separate the ad group. Okay. Always do an A/B testing. Okay. Let's try and find out how to go about doing a campaign. So parallelly, if you want to do it, you can do it, or if you want to do it later and you want me to guide you, that is also possible. So what I would rather say is, let me do it first, okay, and then you parallel try and understand.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's how we can do it. You do it first so that I can analyze, and then I'll start it when I'm done.
So then I will parallelly give you some time. I want you to do it when we are live in the session, so that any doubts whatsoever you have, it will be clear. Okay?
Yep.
So one thing is, Google has recently changed the interface. Okay, previously this was not the interface that was. Okay, so they have totally changed it. Okay, before getting into the campaign thing, let me try and showcase you certain things that is very important over here. There is something called as measurement, and there is something called as the conversion. Okay. Okay, so this could be the conversions that is happening over here. So what is it that you want to try the conversion over here? There are various things that it is showcasing over here. The website tracks sales and other actions on your website. Okay, that is the conversion that is going to ensure that this is what is happening from your campaign. So many people are coming onto your website. Why I want to showcase measurement is that this is one of the most important thing. Unless until you know what is to be measured and what it is to be done, you cannot go ahead with it. Okay, so track sales and other actions on your website. Track app installs and in-app actions. Okay, how many apps have happened? What are the interactions with the apps that people are doing? All those things. Okay, phone calls, track calls from your ads or your website. You can do that. And finally, import conversion from another system. Now you would be asking, what is this import conversion from another system? I don't know, Puneet, if you are really aware of this something called as affiliate marketing.
I have heard this term, but not really. I'm not, I do not know it in detail.
I will not get into the details. I will just give you a fair idea of how this would be helping you, because this import thing is coming to picture. That is why. Now affiliate is, there will be some people in the market who will help me. For example, if I'm into personal loans, okay, I want to reach out to the masses, okay, digitally. So what I'll be doing is I'll be trying and finding out people who blog nicely, or maybe there is a lot of traffic onto their website, and I will tell them, hey guys, can you please promote my product onto your website since you are having a lot of traffic. Okay. Sorry. So what I'll be doing is I'll be giving him a particular code, and then I will be seeing is there any conversion happening from that guy as well. Okay. So this is the thing. So if I try and create the website, conversion action over here. Okay. So you can put in each and everything over here. Okay. So let's try and quickly look at each and every aspect of it so that we can understand. Conversion name would be, maybe I am working for this real estate. So let me say that the guy's name is Prop Buying F Residence. Okay, is what I want to try and target. Set the category. What is the category? See how nicely and how in a very nice way he's saying. Is it some purchase or sale? Is it the sign up? Is it the lead or view to the key page? That is right. So maybe I will say lead, value. Select how to track the value of each conversion. Use the same value for each conversion. Use different values for each conversion. Don't use. So if I say use a different value, what is the value of it? Use a different value for the conversion. So what it is? Maybe if I'm trying and looking over here in terms of Indian rupees, it's gone. There you go. In terms of Indian rupees, how is it? Or you directly say that don't use a value. So what it is, the value is basically we are trying to say, or we are trying to see the conversion. If I'm spending, if to earn a business of 100 rupees, it is basically the cost of acquisition. If to earn 100 rupees, how much is it that I'm spending? Am I spending 5 rupees? Am I spending 20 rupees? Or am I spending 200 rupees to earn 100 rupees? So that is what it is going to give me, the conversion value of this. Okay, count. Select how many conversions to count per click or interaction. So each, there is a repeat person, you want to consider it as a new, or you want to consider only the person who's repeated as only the one time. Okay, so what the system will do is, if the person has come once and if he goes ahead and then comes after another time, so he will be considered as one. So each time the person is coming, he will not be considered as a new conversion. Okay, the conversion window, see what is the conversion window over here, 30 days. Select how long to track conversion after an ad click or other interaction. So for example, this entirely, this is a serious aspect of it, and you need to try and understand it. Which business you are in? Are you a person who is into e-commerce? Are you a person into real estate? So depend. There are certain factors that will actually be considered. Maybe the order, the average order value, AOV. The average order value need to be considered. If the average order value is maybe like a jeans or something which is 2,000 rupees or 3,000 rupees, you can keep it just, I'm not going to think so much. I will maybe within a week, within a day or two, I will see. If I like the jeans, I will buy it. If not, I'll just leave it. But if I'm a person who's into any financial products, maybe say insurance, maybe say personal loan, or maybe say real estate, the average order value is very high. So I will maybe put 90 days. Because it is not going to happen that I saw a flat today and tomorrow I'm going to buy it. No, I will see the flat, I will arrange, I will speak with a lot of people. So it is more what you say, a lengthier process than buying a jeans. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Are you asking me? Yeah, it's perfect. Good.
Any questions at any point of time you think I have not understood or it's not making sense to me? Please let me know.
Sure. Don't worry, Sachin. It's okay. Till so far so good. So let's go ahead.
Okay. Fantastic. Okay. View through conversion. Select how long to track view through conversions after an impression is made. Maybe 1 day, maybe 2 days. This depends upon the days. Okay. So if a person has come, he's seen your ad, he's clicked on the display ad, after how many days he's come back? Maybe after 3 days he comes back. It's okay. If he doesn't come back after 3 days, what is the action that I need to come? Maybe this campaign is not really working to me. Into conversions, you say yes. Into these conversions in your conversion columns, if you use smart bidding, your bid strategy will optimize for these conversions. Just try and understand, Puneet, over here. We are digital marketers. We need to know our business very well. I don't need Google to come ahead and pitch in for my business and say, hey, I think this should be the price for your business and something like this. There is an option called as smart bidding, which we will soon be seeing. I am smart enough than Google, I think, because I know my business. I know my objective very well. I am not going to give my business into Google's hand, because Google doesn't know nothing about. What does it know about conversion about my business? If 100 people are coming onto my business, maybe 2 people convert, 3 people convert. So if there is a need, I will go ahead and make the bidding high. You please don't do any kind of smart bidding for me. So I will try and remove that. Okay, don't include that. Then there are certain attributions. This is quite interesting for you. Okay, let's see that. There is something called as the last click. There is something called as the first click, which happens very often. Let's try and understand what this happens is. The last click. Now what happens over here is all the businesses nowadays, depends upon your objective though, but nowadays what happens is they give lot of value to the last click. Last click means the last click before buying your product. The person who comes through a particular advertisement or comes through a particular link and then buys it, that is, and then after that click, he's definitely gone ahead and bought your product. That is considered as the last click. The first click would be considered as the person who comes and first clicks over there, and then he's not bought it from you. Maybe he's not bought it, but he's gone ahead and found a lot of information. He's left the lead and all those things over there, but he's not bought it. He will be the first person. Maybe after a week he might come again to you, or maybe he's bought it from somewhere else. But this person is considered. Or if, for example, try and understand this. Affiliate is what I explained you. So the first click would come from paid advertisement. The second, the last click would come from a affiliate link. Okay, so it is your objective to give the value to the first click or to give the value to the last click. Okay, the person who comes from paid advertisement is important, or the person who's come from affiliate marketing is important for you. Linear, you are going to distribute the credit for the conversion equally. For example, a person comes from paid advertisement, and then there is a person who comes from affiliate marketing. There's a person who comes from social media marketing. There's a person who comes from email marketing. You give each weightages to this person. Now try and understand. You will say, why do I have to give weightages to each of these persons? Try and understand, Puneet. Over here, each of these channels or each of these affiliates are working in terms of exposing your brand to your target audience. So if you are trying to give him credit, give him the value, he will in turn give value to you. Okay, So that is something called as the, okay. So what is time decay? Gives more credit to clicks that happened closer in time to the conversion. Okay, so today I clicked, I saw this shoes, I liked it, I just bought it. Okay, that really is working for me. Okay, so there's no kind of decay happening over there. Position based, give 40% of credit each of the time, each of the first and the last click, and distribute 20 among the other clicks. So this is position based. The first guy who comes, give him this much. The second guy who comes, this. So this is entirely position based. So the most, all these are not really used in the industry. The first and the last click is what is actually, because this is the first guy who's introduced your brand to the customer. This is the last guy who's helped you do the sale for your business. Okay, so I will try and do that. Then what you do is create and continue. Okay, so what you get over here is you would be getting this code over here. Now just for an example, just for the sake of an example, I'm going to show you something. This is entirely technical. You don't have to do this. You just pick up this code. Just pick up this code, give it. Okay, so over here, page load, or here it is called as click. I will say it's click. Okay, so this code is happening over here. I'll just pick up this code over here. I'll say Control C. Let's try and go, maybe say I have searched on personal. Just try and understand. If it is not working for you, that's absolutely all right. I will again explain it to you if you have not understood this, but please try and understand this. This is entirely technical, but you don't have to worry much about it. Okay, great. So God. Fair enough. So what I'm going to showcase over here is, this is your landing page. For example, if this is your landing page, the person is going to blah, 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 put in all the details over here. And this is the submit button. On clicking on the submit button, it is going to go and show you the conversions. You okay over here? In the element, I'm just showcasing this.
And then you put that
no
code
need,
over there.
Yeah, but where?
Yeah, I know about hyperlinks and the inspect element, so that's okay.
Just a minute, let me just showcase it to you so that you try and actually understand where I have to put it over here. You don't have to actually worry about it. Do you see this code that is over here? Value is equal to submit.
Yeah, I see that.
You see this thing over here? Let me. Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what you see. Just after the codes is what you have to put in the thing. If I don't expect that you do it, because you are not, you as a digital marketer, your objective is only to promote this. I'm only telling you so that what happens is, when I was working as well, what happens is these people don't understand, the third party people. When I'm telling you, please put the code over here, put it on submit button, or put it on thank you pages, they don't understand it. People who are there working with your colleagues, okay, maybe your colleagues, or maybe a person on some other website, people don't understand where to put it. So that is the only reason I'm telling you, just copy that conversion code and put it on the submit button. When a person clicks on it, it will get fired and you'll get the report. Yeah?
Okay, that's perfect then. So basically we are triggering the report from the submit button itself.
Yeah, because otherwise what will happen is this person comes in, he's submitted, he's done that. I'm not going to get any idea about what this person has done and whatever is happening over there. Yeah.
True.
Okay. So see over here where there's different things. So I don't know what's your background like, but if you have a background, you can actually look at the JavaScript that is over here. Okay.
Yeah,
So you don't have anyhow you don't have to much worry about this because this is entirely the job of your technical guy. So he is supposed to entirely take this up and do it for you. So you don't have to worry. My objective over here is just to explain you and tell you how this entire thing works. Okay, because what happens is I have faced it in the past, so that is the reason I'm showing it to you so that you don't get stuck up, or if you have to actually guide it to a person who is not very much familiar with the coding and all.
No, actually that's nice, and I would want you to tell me all these technical things as well because I can understand that. If by any chance I don't understand, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Great. So far so good, yeah?
Perfect.
Great, fine. Okay. So these are certain things that you have to keep in mind because what happens is tomorrow people go, they try and claim that I am a digital marketer, but they don't understand the basics of it, which is a very pain area. Okay. So you we normally what we try and do is we tell all our students that you are not digital marketers. You have to try and understand that you all are business owners. Unless until you get that business, sense into you, you will never become a good digital marketer. Okay. So monitoring the campaign, apart from the cost and clicks, what should you monitor? Quality scores for keyword, click-through rates. Now click-through rates, let me just tell you if you are aware or no, I'll just give you an idea about what is a click-through rate. Now for example, this is an impression over here. Okay, if I try and click on it, it is a click-through rate and I have landed on this landing page. This is a landing page for me. If I was supposed to give you the formula for it, it is very simple. Click-through rate. What it is the clicks upon impression into 100. Is that clear to you, Puneet?
Yes, perfect. In fact, I actually knew this click-through rate.
Sorry?
No, I was saying that I have calculated the click-through rate before only when you told us.
Great.
The 1% and the 10% and the 20%.
Oh, right. Very nice. So click-through rate would be the clicks upon the impression into 100, which will give you a percentage. And then we saw that how it is going to help you in terms of the search query reporting for additional keywords, which you can add to your account. Okay. Quality score, a factor of cost and average them. Okay. So setting up your own campaign. What I would do is I would